Hey guys, what's up? This is Dark Helmet Cat 67. Welcome back to another episode of Building Spaceball City in Lego Worlds. You guys remember Mike? He says hi. So as you guys remembered in the last episode, we started to build an airport area. And we started off. Let's go into build view. Let's select a 1x1 flat tile. And we started off by building this huge and massive airfield. So here we have all these medium stone gray stuff right here, along with these space plates. And plus we also created runways, so that way the planes can have enough speed to take off. And plus, these can also be reserved for landing. Yes, because the plane needs to take off and land at this airport. So that's why we decided to... We have 6 runways. Because this is going to be a This is already a humongous airfield. And I finished off filling in the areas inside the road area with the medium stone gray. And what I did here, to make things simple, I placed down a tile that will represent where we're going to place the airport terminal itself. Doesn't have to be precisely at that, but somewhere in this area is where we're going to place down the front building. So let's get the airport passenger terminal, and let's turn it this way. Let's make sure blend is off. There we go. We got the airport. We got the front building in. Actually, let's go inside. Let's actually go inside the proper way, like how you would normally do. So you get inside through this revolving door, and you got some telephones over here in case you need to call somebody. And I think this is the part where you have to get your boarding pass. We need to place down a computer here so that people can get their boarding passes. Because this is the part where you have to go through security. This is where they check your IDs. This is where the security guard would sit. And you would place your baggage on those conveyor belts. Then you have to go through a metal detector. I wonder if this is TSA. That'd be cool if this was TSA. Because then Mike would not have to take out anything from his pockets. And here's another metal detector for any carry-on bags. Or this is like where you would place down your shoes or anything. But if this is TSA, you don't have to remove your shoes. And this is where you would... See, this is what I'm talking about. This thing right over here, this is what I copied. But I noticed it's a bit too small. I actually made a larger version of this. So let's actually delete this. Did I delete anything else? Nope, I didn't. That's good. Yes, I made a large version of it. First, let's place down some stairs, because obviously, at these airports, in case you probably saw over here, there is also a conveyor belt that goes up. And when there's like a truck that you would usually say sky chefs, all the bags would land, all the luggages would land inside that truck, and it gets transported to the airplane. So that's why I want to place down some stairs, because I want there to be enough room for the carts that will be coming by here to actually somehow get it to the airplanes. Did I place this down at the right plane? Oh, now we can't get in through it. We're gonna have to go through the proper way. Proper way. Is there any security? No, I think we're just gonna run past it. It's a little bit. It's a little bit lower. That's okay. I can remove that. So while we have to spin this guy again. Well, as I was saying, I can remove this part. Yeah, just cut out this part. I still have a small opening. Then the stairs would be large enough. Then we would have larger stairs right now. Right, so let's replace this with darkstone gray, because that's where the walkway used to be. But since I made a larger version of it right now, there's no need for those white plates to be in there. So let's see. Is that in the right? Is that right? Yeah. I think that's probably it. Here we can go like over here. I want this to be big enough, actually. I think that's going to be big enough. Let's grab the stairs again so that we can go down. Go down the stairs. Is that lined up? Nope. There we go. That's lined up. There we go. Now we can build the rest of our... Yeah, I called this airport terminal because it kind of looks like a little terminal way. Actually, we can actually rotate this thing and build it like that. Not to mention we have corners over here. And I made different versions of it. Like I made a T-junction. I made a corner. Yeah, airport terminal T large. Let's actually get a T junction right here. build one that splits into two different directions. Or do I want it to go like this? Yeah, I'll do it like that. I'll do it like this. Then get the straight piece. And now let's go this way right now. So I want to put like a food court area. Or actually, first, let's actually put a support in the middle because it looks like it's floating. Let's put a white support, a huge white support block. So that way it's not like it's floating in the air. Otherwise it's gonna look silly. It just looks silly if it's floating. See what that looks like. Oh, we do have an overhang over here, but here we can actually create the effect right over here. Make a more good sturdy support thing in the middle. That's looks like it'll be sturdy enough. And right over here, let's place down a brick wall. I did save a brick wall. Brick wall. Because then I want to now place down the actual concourse, like the little hangout area. I want it to be quite big. I want it to be quite big, but this one I don't want it to be too big. I don't want to run into the way where the guy would drive his truck to bring all the luggages to the airplane. I don't want that. And let's go one more this way, and let's come around this way, and then connect the two. And let's use the replace tool, and let's change the brick to something cool. Like transparent light blue. Because that way we can create some windows. Let's go ahead and create the window. I figure it's much faster to make windows if you use the replace tool. Because if you do it the other way with like brick, you'll get these lines. Yep, we're at the same spot. Oops. I went a little bit too much. It's always good to pause every now and then when you're using the replace tool, in case if you make a mistake. Because once you do, once you make a mistake and then you encounter the error late, then you're going to have a lot of work to backtrack. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, let's punch a hole through this so that people can actually get inside that thing. Okay, so we'll stop right here. But so far, it's so easy to make windows just by using the replace tool, because with that you don't get these funny looking lines. Switch back to our replace tool. Oh, that's too much. Oh yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Should we put this as a window? Let's see what that looks like. If we were to go over here. Okay, maybe, okay, that's perfect. Just one corner over there. So we just have to skip that corner and then start again right here. Okay, let's go carefully and slowly. There. And how do we want to do the bottom? I'm thinking of doing the bottom like that. Because I want there to be plenty of light coming in. Because most airports have, it's all basically glass windows. So basically what we're doing here is we're creating one of the hangout areas in our airport. So that way people can do some shopping, buy some like candy. They can they can eat somewhere before going on, before catching the airplane. Like go to McDonald's or buy a pretzel or something. And then plus we'll put a couple of stores, like to buy some headphones, so that people can listen to music or watch movies on the airplane. Okay, so we got one more section to do, I think. And there we have it. Here's our setup for our hangout area in part of the airport. It kind of looks like a fish tank, but this is not supposed to look like a fish tank. No, we're not putting water in this thing. No. We're not making it into a fish tank. We're actually gonna now replace the brick material with, what are we gonna paint this? Maybe black or something. Or maybe white. Maybe let's do white. See what white looks like. Here we can make it bigger. And it's only going to replace, right now, just the remaining brick material. So I want this to be more airport-like. Maybe we do black. Nah, I'm happy with white. Let's do white. I like the way white looks, because it's kind of more natural for an airport. It's kind of more the usual color for, like, airports. Alright, so we have a white concourse for a hangout. And the reason why I enlarged this so that people can have multiple ways to get to places. Like, definitely we need to place down a baggage claim area where people can actually whenever people land here, and if this is their final destination, there is a baggage claim that they can go to and pick up their bags. Pick up their bags from the baggage claim. How many minutes are we in right now? 24 minutes. Okay. So basically, we're gonna have enough time to let's lay out the floor. Let's do white. And let's select the biggest plate. 16 by 16s. Those are pretty big. And then we can just fill in this area right here. Because then what we're going to do is put a floor. Make a nice floor. And that way we can, once after we get the floor in, Then we can start putting some stores or restaurants into the area. What colors should we do our floor? Okay, let's select the 8x16 flat tile. Let's do this in maybe a light stone gray? Or maybe spring yellowish green. Let's do bright blue. Let's use the bright blue material. Make it consistent with, like, the rest. Make it the same color like as the walkways. And I actually may do this off camera because this is going to be a pretty big floor. But at least now we have a structural idea of where we're going to place down all our shop. Like, now we just need to determine what kind of stores or restaurants we want to put. I definitely want to put an arcade. Yes, that's definitely a guaranteed. We definitely need to place down an arcade. Anyway, before we wrap up the episode, let's actually place down these window details. Color is that. Color not available. I want to say that's more like Darkstone Gray. Maybe I want to change this to Darkstone Gray. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do Darkstone Gray. Let's replace white. Have to be careful so it doesn't grab anything else. It doesn't grab the floor. Yeah, I want to do silver metallic. Let's do Darkstone Gray. Let's go down. At least that way. Let's go at this so that way it doesn't replace the floor. The place that we're using for the floor. Alright, so now we need to go. If we're careful enough, then we won't accidentally recolor the floor plate that we placed. So I want to keep the floor, the inside floor, white. Okay, let's go this way right now. Is it gonna replace that? I hope not. Oh, it didn't. Okay. There we go. I actually like that better. And that's another thing that designers will do. They will repeat colors to, like, change the way how you see them. Alright, so let's grab this airport window detail. This will also give us an idea of how high we should make this. Let's place one here. I just want to get these window details placed in before we end the episode. let's go. Let's place down another one right here. Hold on. Let's actually think about this. Let's actually do. Let's actually do one on the end, on end to end. Yeah, I copied this airport window detail from the actual airport passenger terminal by itself. Because that way, I like the way that looks for detail. And I may do this off camera. Because, like I said, and I'll probably put the in. I'll definitely decorate the inside of this hangout area. Because, like I said, these builds are not focusing on the interiors. They're focusing more on the exteriors. Like you want, like more exterior builds. This is another way to measure how far you could go with like your brick builds. Like place another one next to it, and then it'll move to the next one, and then just undo that previous one. It makes it much easier that way. Is that more likely in the center? Well, it's not even, which is fine. We can do it like this. I don't mind that. Though I could keep this as a large window without the detail. Right, alright, well anyway guys, that's gonna have to do it for this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of building more of the airport in Spaceball City. Started to build like the actual terminals and like concourses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment and smash that like button if you liked it. And I'll finish this off camera. I'll finish the floor and the roof off camera. So that way we can place down some stores into this area. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See you then. Bye-bye.